Tom. How are you doing?
Hi Neil, yeah, all good, all good. Can't complain.
Now that the dust has settled from Saturday, I might just kind of get you to bring us back there when you're able to reflect on the debut. What are your thoughts on it overall?
Yeah, delighted really. Speechless at times, but for many young boys growing up playing rugby in Ireland, the dream is to one day, pull on the special green jersey and run out in front of the Aviva. And the fact that I got to do that on Saturday with a load of really good lads and good teammates and underneath a lot of good coaches, it was very special to me, and it'll always be there with me, and it'll go down as one of my prouder moments playing rugby.
You're obviously in a fairly competitive bunch of hookers at the moment, and you're alongside three guys who are fairly experienced at this level of international rugby over the last few years. If you're looking to get into a Rugby World Cup squad, are you approaching this period in this camp as if ultimately you've nothing to lose and everything to gain?
I think I'm just here to learn, really. It was kind of a bit of a surprise for me to even be here over summer, and I was delighted that I got selected. And so really each day I'm just trying to learn off the boys and learn off Dan, learn off Ronan, learn off Rob, see how they go about their day, see how they go about things, and get different perspectives on different types of the game that I'm trying to work on. Really I'm just taking each day as a learning day, and we're going from there.
And just finally for me then, on Saturday after the match we were chatting to Calvin, and he was talking about how much he learned on that emerging tour, and Simon referenced it as well just a few minutes ago as well. What did you get out of that tour? Like, do you think you'd be here now if there hadn't been that back in September?
I think it definitely improved my game throughout the season back with Ulster. I learnt a lot of different things in the way that Ireland want to play their game, and a lot of things that suit my game and how I want to play with the tempo and the speed that they want to do things, and even getting to know the systems, getting to know the coaches and how they like things done. It was a big help. And again, like I said, similarly to learning off the other hookers, learning from those coaches to get different ideas and different ways about how they can manipulate the game and how they see the game is great to have. So I think that emerging tour obviously kicked me off this year really well, I think, at the start of the year, and then I could take bits and pieces from it and grow on them throughout the year. So I think it's definitely went a long way to getting me to where I am now, and yeah.
Great stuff. Thanks, Tom.
Thanks, Neil.
Thanks.
Richard.
Hi Tom, Richard from BBC Sport Northern Ireland here. I was just wondering what your first impressions were of international rugby for the 30 minutes plus you were on. Was it much as you expected or different at all, and how different from club or provincial rugby?
Yeah, it was definitely a step up. I think in terms of preparation and everything, even before the rugby was a step up, and I think me becoming more of a professional in how I went about my approach to the game and analysis and recovery and prep, and getting my body right for the game was kind of a step up, even before we start talking about the rugby. And then into the rugby, it's international rugby, it's a test match. It was physical, it was tough. Scrum wise was probably one of my biggest things that I was looking into the game and going forward on something to work on, and I thought I did pretty well. I was put beside two handy enough props, which was quite nice. So yeah, it was good. Tag and Kane and I worked a lot throughout the week, kind of getting what felt comfortable for us, and it was good to get their opinions of things and on how they like it, so we could all come together on the Saturday and put it into action. I think we scrummed well, so that was probably a big positive for me, and that was one of the more so things that I was worried about going into the match, and I was happy that it came out with a positive.
Last week before the Italy game, Andy Farrell had high praise for you. Today, Simon Easterby, just a few moments ago, was also speaking very highly of your contribution in recent weeks. How encouraging is it, and how pleasing to hear those comments made publicly, Tom?
Yeah, no, it's obviously it's very nice to hear the coaches saying good things about you, but you kind of just have to keep working on things, and you can't get complacent with what is said through coaches or whatever. You know, there's constant bits of my game that I need to work on, and especially from Saturday. And by no means it was perfect. I've got many things to work on and come back from that and get better with. So that'll be the main focus from now on.